So it would have been fun for me to go to Jihang's house to live stream the singers for the Lavang Festival this Saturday. But it was already such a long day for me going back and forth between San Jose and Morgan Hill. And then the practice started too late. And then I went grocery shopping. And now I'm either gonna go to sleep, cook, or sew. I'm gonna sew because it's a pillow that I need for the office. Let's get started. Okay, I'm downstairs and I wanted to show you the extra curtains that I'm recycling upstairs. Okay, let's go. Upstairs, that is dark. Here's my pillow that I'm going to use. I'm actually gonna make two pillows. There's the second one. So we're in my closet. Just a quick scan. Yes. So are you just joining us? I'm not cooking. I'm on a diet. I want to be like super healthy and super fit and look like I'm 21. Happy Sunday. Hi, Daniel. Okay, let me turn on the lights. I want to cut it on the dining room table because it's white, so you could see the difference, okay? Just the contrast. These are like shears that I got from my tailor who makes my ayai. It's heavy duty because most of the fabric that we use to make ayai is silk or blend of silk, so we need it to be heavy. So this would be my leftover fabric from my curtains that I showed you upstairs. And I don't like to waste anything, so like the hoarder that thrives in my jeans from my mother, I kept it. So we're gonna make two pillows out of this, and then I'm going to use the edging to use as a tie for my curtains at the office. Okay? Like I said, let's get started. These are my pillows that it came with a bedroom set. So I haven't used it, and one of these days it will end up on the table. So I need to cut about like an inch more than what the pillow is on each side. So it's about it's 19-inch square. So we're gonna do like 20 by 20. And like I said, I have two of them. big pillows upstairs. In camera so that if you have any questions, I could see. Let's try that, okay? Hi. So let me turn that. That way, if anybody says anything, I could answer. Yeah. This is going to be a quick project. Why? Because we're just going to do like serging and sewing straight lines. Super, super easy. I'm just going to make 3 items. The brand of sewing machine I have is Juki. My mother has a really industrial size one. I told her don't sell it. I wanted to keep it as a family heirloom. That made her want to cry. My mother's so sweet. And it's such a pity because she's actually a professional seamstress. She used to make car seats and sold them at the flea market with my dad. And then she sewed for like different companies. My sister learned how to sew, I think, from her, and my Viet knows how to sew from her. My brother Anthony knows how to sew. I had no desire to learn until I got into a fight with my sister during COVID. She basically said that all my rich friends don't need to have masks, and I got upset because at the time everybody thought that COVID was super dangerous, and no matter like how much money you have or don't have, mask was a scarcity. So we got into this big fight, and then I flew home, and that's when I ordered my own sewing machine. I ordered multiple machines, and I taught myself to sew, and that's how I learned. Okay. We only need 20-inch, and I have too much. But I will cut off this part. Ah, guess what? It's almost exactly 20-inch. Just a smidge. Don't laugh, but I don't like reading instructions. And I don't like using measuring stick either. I would normally just eyeball this. Yeah, 20. If I finish early enough, maybe I'll make something for the band that's practicing in San Jose, and I'll surprise them, but probably not. I'll end up coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is probably not a good idea. That would be my 3rd trip to San Jose. I need to go get a marker. I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna cut. That's it. So we got our square, and you can see how beautiful it is. If this was like, actually I have 2 more panels. I can make a dress out of this. That'll be for the next live, okay? Not tonight. Not tonight. We're not that ambitious tonight. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same because we're gonna have 2 pillows, 2 exactly the same. So 20. Do you want me to cook? I could. I don't know who's gonna eat though. Well, yeah, actually the choir will eat. They normally finish at 11. Let me think about this. Allison, if you're watching, should I cook? I was at her house picking up the lemon sorbet. I'm sorry, lemons from her tree. And I said, what are you gonna do with that? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make lemon sorbet. She's like, yeah, it's not like we've seen any of your cooking. I feed it all to Linda. I live like about 15-20 minutes from San Jose, so it's actually a hassle for me to go up north, especially since most of the time I don't finish cooking until like midnight. Nobody's gonna want to eat. And then I feel like if I'm going to give something, I want it to be super fresh. So if it's not hot, then the next day or a week later, it would be horrible to give somebody food that old. Okay, here's our second pillow. Now, I'm not gonna throw anything away. I love this fabric, and I'm never gonna be able to find it again, ever. So, from this stretch right here, with this line, I'm going to take about, I think that's good enough. Let's do 20-inch. Let's just go with that 80. And then I'm gonna like tie it, use it as a tie to hold back the curtains that we hung up about 2 weeks ago. Okay? 20-inch, okay? Mark it. When my tailor gave me this scissor, I was like horrified. I'm like, that looks so like rough. But I love using it to cut fabric. Okay, now I'm going to save this because I am serious about making a dress out of it. I have 2 more sheets. It probably does need a lining. For sure it needs a lining. Put the things back. Unlike cooking, this is going to be a fast cleanup. And put this away. I'll be back to get you, promise. So I don't have a maid, so I have to clean up my own mess. I am the maid. Okay, let's go. Where are we going? We're gonna go so. Okay, bye. Lights. I need lights in the kitchen. Don't be scared. Okay. see if I can turn it. I'm going to set up. Oh wait, I need a chair. I need electricity. And I'm going to use the serger. Oh no, it's black. Oh. No, that's too much work. I don't want to change out the thread. That's way too much work. We're going to just use the regular sewing machine. That's way too much work. Okay, here's our pillows. We'll put them in the backdrop. Excuse me while I go get a chair, okay? Linda asked me for another chair. She has two. And let me give you the history on this. This actually came from a model home that we were supposed to buy in 2003, but because the house didn't appraise, I ended up buying in the second phase with a new builder, Duke Housing, and I really regretted it. Came back, found this at the consignment store, and so like when she asked me for additional chairs, I'm like, honey, this is like one of a kind. When we were moving from the townhouse to Basil Court, the chair, two of them fell off of the truck, rolled onto the freeway, and like at the time, he was like super scared to tell me and got it fixed. Got it fixed like without without telling me that it fell off of the truck. Anyways, precious commodity here. So and then at that house, it was a model home and everything was like gold. I even like, that's why a lot of the pieces that you see, oh, I'll show you this. I'll show you. See that? It's gold. Because everything in the house was gold. Like, I spent a year, because it took a year to like finish building the house. And then I would take like curtain fabrics. At the time I didn't know how to sew yet, so I actually had to hire a seamstress. And every room was a little bit different, but it was all tied down by gold. By the time we moved in, within a week, the house was like fully furnished. And obviously, I mean, outdated now, but I think it was gorgeous. Okay, so I just flipped this fabric inside out, and when I did the bag for Lucy, I used these clips. See, they're like paper clips, but it's for fabric. So you can use this. I'm going to use it until I run out. And it's like super useful. And then I'll do one in the middle to hold it in place. So all we're doing is we're just gonna run straight line. And so here, here, and then this one doesn't need to be sewn because I folded it. And then I'm gonna leave one open, okay? And that, we're gonna stuff it after we turn it inside out, and then I'll sew the edge. That's it. And then I have a custom made pillow. Super easy. So if you have like old sheets that you like or the prints that you like, you can do the same. And just as a reminder for those of you who are joining later, it's just a 20 by 20. And I'm out of clips, so I'm just gonna, my seamstress that makes my ayai, she actually threads it and she sews it by hand. That's too much work. My eyes are not as great as they used to be. They are better. I'm gonna keep telling myself that until I'm back to 2020 vision. So it would be a hassle for me to thread. So I don't mind the needles. Okay? So I'm gonna put this aside. It's gonna be super fast. Super, super fast. I'm gonna take you closer so you can have a better look, okay? Oh, goodness. I have to change thread. This is like the worst part. So I'm just gonna cut it here. Put this one away. And yes, I color coordinate my thread so it's easier to find. I color coordinate everything because it's just easier that way. Put it in the blue section. Where is this thread? Okay, so I'm just gonna connect it so that I can just pull it through and then I can avoid threading the needle. We're not gonna finish until 5 o'clock if I sit here trying to thread this needle. So, okay, that looks tight. Then I just take the bottom and then I let it go through. Like I said, I'm trying to be really careful and avoid threading. So if I pull this through, and if it's dark, it's going to be a struggle. We don't want a part 2 of this. I'll be like, a part 2 in the morning. Okay, come on. That's this. Yay! Okay, and then I just cut off the blue. I need to change the white here. Yeah, this is blue. loop. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'll pick up the thread that way, get out. So, and then push both of them back. Then this one I'll put away. And I always try to keep everything nice and neat so that it's clutter free and I have less of a cleanup later. I'm gonna let you go to the next one. Okay, let's sew. So if I can teach myself to sew, then you can sew too. It's super easy. Okay, so when you first start, then I go down. I'm going to reverse it so that it'll catch, okay? That doesn't sound good. Nope. Oh, worst nightmare ever. You go live and then you can't see and then your thread breaks. Show's over. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Wish me luck. Please go through, please go through. We're gonna be here until morning. Just kidding. Oh my god, I got it. That's amazing. That's without glasses. Hopefully it doesn't break again. Okay. It doesn't sound good. What's wrong? It definitely doesn't sound good. Yeah. It's the bob downstairs. So if I'm sewing by myself, cooking by myself, nothing happened. The minute I go live and then everything falls apart. Why is that? Rude. Totally rude. Okay, let's try this again. Let it go through here. that's me. Somebody misses me. Probably the band wondering why I'm at home sewing versus recording them. Oh, yeah. Okay, that should work. Yeah, see how the sound is so much better? Um, yeah, so we're gonna, it should be sailing right now. No more hiccup, okay? Don't embarrass me. Almost done. This fabric is too sheer for me to use the black thread over there. I'm gonna reverse. And then there's this cool cut feature there. One time I was teaching this little girl how to sew, and she pressed this, and it basically, the needle went through my finger. I think the devil possessed her at that moment. I told her, don't press it, and she pressed it, and I screamed. I forgave her though. Kind of. Still. So I'm going to basically, this end is going to be left open until we stuff the pillow. Excuse me. Okay. Let's just do a test. Let's stuff our pillow. I went out an inch, so I know that we need to sew it more in. Okay, so this is the edges. It's gonna be cute because the fabric is beautiful. I'm gonna remove the tag. And then it's so soft and beautiful. Does anybody need me to make a pillow for them? Not for hire. Just for demo. Love it. See? It's simple. Pillow's almost finished. I actually like the looseness of it. If I had made it too tight, then it's gonna scrunch up. So it came out good. Perfect. I'm gonna go through it one more time in a little bit, just because I'm not using their serger and it's gonna start ripping. So I'm just gonna do like a second line, okay? But the cut is good. I like it. Looks good. So we're just gonna go in a little tiny bit more, so that way it doesn't rip. And I'll do the same for the other side. See this part? It's gonna start unraveling. So we definitely need another line. Oh my God. No way. The thread broke. I'm gonna be here all night. The reason why the thread broke is because I went too fast. Haste makes waste. Okay, please go through. It's gonna go through, it's gonna go through, it's gonna go through. Go through, go through. This is easy. Oh, it went through. Can you believe that? What's wrong? So it's getting stuck somewhere. I gotta do this again because it broke. Yes, I did it. Okay. Okay, done with one. Let's work on the second one. Turn it inside out. Same procedure. Paper clip it. One, two, three, and four. And the other side. Why does it look so retarded? That's no good. That's not good. Slanted. That's not a good cut. Okay, I'm gonna improvise because I did a horrible job of cutting. It's fine. When I sew it, the top, I'll tuck it in. Okay, let's get started on the second one. Then we'll run the second line. We're almost finished. Sew this edge. Where's the pillow? Doom, doom. All I have to do is turn it inside out. Like this. What? It's been an hour? Wasted a lot of time threading the needles. Did I tell you I love this fabric? The lining is so cute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it down this, like tuck it in like that, and then I'm just gonna pin it. It's kind of tight. And then there's like a stripe here, so we want to line it up like that. I told you this was easy. You just need to like get a sewing machine. Tomorrow, Jihan's gonna be like, Crystal, why didn't you go to the practice? I invited you and you didn't show up. And I can't even lie because she's gonna look at my live and she's gonna say, you would rather sew than come and listen to us sing. It's not that I don't want to listen to you guys sing. She picked out like the best singers out of the like SMG, which is St. Maria Grady Church in Laval. But it's so late, and then the practice is until 11 o'clock. Today was such a long day already. I'll just make more videos of some of my favorite cantors to make up for it. And then I'll post some videos of Jihang on the podcast, which is the Red of Light podcast. The whole purpose of that is so that other people can learn how to lecture, read from the gospel, and then sing the psalm. So I'm trying to be consistent with it. Basically, I need to post that before they actually go up on Sunday. Because if I wait until like today, this was a Sunday, and I didn't post anything. I'm horrible. I was telling her she needs to be consistent. I need to be consistent. But there's like so many things to do. I had to worry about my car today and trying to get the stuff for the backyard which I'm excited to show you tomorrow. So we'll do a live stream tomorrow. I wake up early so we can finish the backyard. We're not going to be able to finish, but basically at least start on it. Okay, so this is our mocked up version of our pillow. And then I just need to do like one seam and we're done. And then we'll work on the second one. So simple. I don't know if you could see. Maybe I'll change angles so that you can see better. Okay. Excuse me. Ay, ay, ay. That's my other mannequin. This one is like for dressing. Lots of curves. And then this one is to pin. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that's better. Okay. I think by the time I finish, it'll probably be like in 15 minutes. Maybe I'll cook. Maybe. It's been like a lot of stuff going on, so I haven't had like home cooked meal. It's kind of thick, so I'm gonna just manually instead of using the cook pedal, I'm just gonna basically, this is what I'm doing, so that there's more control to it, and then I'm trying to avoid breaking a needle because it's painful. Okay. This last part is a little like harder to do because it's stuffed. I'm almost done. Okay. They charge like $25, $30 for this pillow, and I'm done. Okay? You basically do the same for the other pillow. Came out fabulous. Okay, so I'll do the other one on my own. So the only thing that I'm going to show you is to make this one. I wonder. I'm just going to fold this along this edge. I'm gonna, it will only do like one side. It's very sloppy. So I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna go find my extra fabric. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's my pillow. I'm gonna cut the other side because I don't want to do a sloppy job. I think it was 20" that we used. So I'll just measure it against here. 20 up to here. Yeah. 20 here. I just need a little bit of the white edge. Now I'm going to put it together and then let's turn it inside out. Yes, that looks neater. I wasn't thinking earlier. We definitely want a finished look. I'm obviously not going to rent an office till I can install this. So there will be a part 2. just going to go across. And then so I'm going to take this in a little bit because I want both sides to be symmetrical. I'll give you an example. See how it's like only like 1 centimeter? And over here it's like a wider. So we're going to get rid of, I'm going to narrow it down. And then now I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm just going to pick at it the corners so that it will square out. And I'll do the same as the pillow where I tuck in the edges. Okay. And then I'm going to clip it down. Okay. I'm just going to sew across. Oops. Let's try that again. for a finished look, I'm gonna put a seam along this line, more for, not to hold it in place, but just so that it looks the same as this side. Okay, and then I just need to iron it. Whoopsie. I just need to iron it, and then it's done. So basically I need like 2 pins like this, and then I have the hook, and then that's it. So we tie back the curtains, and everything is gonna match. So now I'm gonna make the third item, finish it out, but we got our pillow, okay? And I'll save one for, well, I'll bring them both to the office, so you'll see part 2. But here's my pillow, and then I'm gonna iron this for my curtains. Good night.